Hey y'all, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are doing the miniest of cash stuffings and we are going to chat about how to cash stuff when you are poor. Like, we have a handful of ones over here, okay? And that's probably the trajectory of how our channel is gonna go for at least the next few months as we get our debt in order. But today I wanna talk to you guys about how I think cash budgeting can still inspire your savings, how you can still prepare yourself for next year, and how you can make cash stuffing, cash budgeting part of your routine in a fun way, even if you have very limited funds. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. First off, this is something that if you have been around my channel, you have seen. This is my debt payoff. It is to put an additional $500 every single month into or towards my debt. So this is in addition to minimum payments. This is in addition to interest. This is trying to knock down that debt a little bit quicker. If I put $1 in on the first in the $1 spot, $2 in the second spot, and so on, we will have $500 by the end of the month. So it's a monthly challenge. I do have 6 different designs. If debt is not your priority, but you're interested in a binder like this, I have maybe 6 different designs or so over in my Etsy shop right now. So you guys have seen my like dedicated themed binders, but what if you only have, say, $10, $12 every single week that you can cash stuff? Sometimes that makes a binder like this feel like it's going a little bit too slow and you want to make it more fun. Now, if you're new to the cash budgeting world, there are several different reasons why I think cash budgeting works, but one of the main reasons I think cash budgeting works is because it makes your money fun. Once you start a binder like this, now you may only start with $10, $12 per week, but you end up finding money in places in your budget. Like, you might, for example, choose not to go get fast food because you'd rather cash stuff that money. That is something that is highly motivating and why I think cash budgeting really works. So it may start out really slow, but the hope is for that myself and for you, if you do something like this, it's going to encourage you to find more money, to put more money in here. Now, the reason I'm doing something like this is because most of my free extra money needs to go towards debt payoff. So this is the priority. But then if I have $12, $20 extra, I would love to stuff it in this binder. This is in my shop. I guess I should clarify, everything you see in my videos is always in my own Etsy shop, soon to be moving over to my website. This is 50 savings challenges, all different styles and different kinds, and they are usually $50, so it's like $1 per challenge. But right now, because I knew I was making this video, I have lowered the price to $40. So it's $40 currently if you're catching this as it goes live for 50 completely different savings challenges. What we're gonna do in this video is go through these and pick out ones that I think would apply to my budget. I guess we can go ahead and do that now. We will stuff $1 in each category, and my thought is that by this time next year we'd have $50, maybe $100 in each category. So it's going to be a slow moving binder, but this is a year that I'm really focusing heavily on debt. And then next year, if I can start some different life categories out with any kind of a jump start, that would be amazing, right? So let's go through these together and just talk about what categories are in this set of 50 and which ones I think I'm going to want to use. So I'm not going to use the $5 this year or the $10 or the $20. There is a $1 in here somewhere that we're going to use. These are all different denominations that are just sort of out of my budget this year, but of course, if it's in your budget, then you do you. That is exciting. The 100 envelope savings challenge, I know we don't want to do that one. I'll keep this one on the radar. So let's put the 250 here. That would be, like, if we keep the 250, that would be a huge goal, more than I will be doing this year. Not doing that. Definitely don't need that one. Exciting for you if you do. Back to school, let's see, this is a $500 savings. Another thing though is we don't really have to use these cards with the numbers on them. This one, for example, this back to school savings challenge has backpacks. The thought is that, like, if you put $1 in when you color in the one backpack, then you mark it off. On the 4 backpack, you color that in when you put $4 in. I don't have to follow it that way though. There's 32 backpacks. So if we do $1 or $2 per each one, that gets us just a little bit ahead for school. So we'll put that in. We'll think about bills Books, I'm not going to prioritize. We've actually been using the library a lot this year, and y'all, first off, I have a library degree, so why did I not use the library more? But so many benefits and free resources in the library in addition to just books. But books aren't really something that I'm spending on. I started to put Christmas here, but I actually do see, not in this video, but in other videos, you'll see I'm working on a couple of Christmas binders. So we're gonna skip that one for now. We won't do a 52-week savings challenge because I tend to use binders for those if we ever get to put those back in. Maybe we'll do the dentist tracker for myself. Dream big, we will skip. Emergency prep, let's think about that one. Emergency savings, we'll think about that one too. No to graduation. Haircuts, possibly. Birthday, we'll keep on the radar. Yeah, let's do no house savings, no to insurance, no to investing. I'm very much in a year of survival. I'm like, I need to make my small business work. I'm kind of giving myself a year to really make more income, or I need to get a different job kind of situation. So while investing would be amazing, that's not happening this year for me. Medical, yes, that would be nice to have a little bit of a cushion. Moving, we will skip for now. Small business, no thank you. Not no thank you. Not no thank you to small business. I love my small business, but no thank you to the tracker right now. New clothes, yeah, maybe. Pantry stockpile, maybe. Ooh, planners would be a fun one. One thing I like to do whenever I'm creating any kind of a mixed binder like this, I like to keep about half of the things a need. Think of like dentist, something like that. I like to keep half of the savings that we're doing for fun. Think like planners, because then it motivates me to save money, because I'm like, oh, I really want to put money in my planner's envelope. But then once I get into my binder and sit down with my money, I say, oh, I should do some of the adulting categories too. You know what I'm saying? So roll the change, no. Maybe we will do roll the dice. We're gonna see how many categories I've like maybe'd in just a second. Sports would be nice to have some savings. Summer camp, no, I've already paid for summer camp for the coming year for my boys, and I put them in very minimal things. Tuition, washer and dryer, maybe. Mine's starting to act really fickle. Weight loss, no. Memberships, yes. My zoo pass runs out this month, and we did not go near as much as I had really hoped. Is that how all passes end up being? If you guys get yearly passes, let me know if you think it's worth it. If you don't get them, let me know why you don't, like, or if you think it's not worth it, because I'm starting to feel like maybe yearly memberships, I keep paying for yearly memberships that we might as well just pay when we go. Like, I don't know. Keep that one. 50 envelope, maybe. Rainy day, no. 26 week, no. Vacation, no. Here's the $1 challenge. So we're gonna use this $1 challenge. Penny challenge. So if you guys have seen the original penny challenge, by the end of a penny challenge is where, like, on day 1 of the year, you put in a penny. Day 2, you put in 2 pennies. Day 3, you put in 4 pennies. Like, I think it doubles. I don't know. I knew the exact math, but basically penny challenge is a very small amount every single day. Oh, I've forgotten the exact specifics of a penny challenge, but basically I summarized the weeks for you for a penny challenge. So like on week 1, instead of doing it every single day, week 1, you need 28 cents. Week 2, you need 71 cents, and of course it continues to build. I think we will actually do this one. And then the very last one is a no spend month, which we will skip for now. So we are definitely not using these challenges. They just don't fit my life or what I think I can do at this particular moment. See how many categories we kind of said yes to, narrow them down, and then we will talk about budgeting for these things. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My hope is to get to 12 savings challenges right now. I feel like more would be overwhelming and less would be underwhelming. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need to cut 7 of these categories. Actually, let's divide them by like fun categories versus like adulting categories and do what I said earlier, where we get like 6 of them are adulting-ish. 6 of them are fun. So emergency savings feels adulting. Haircuts feels fun. back to school seems fun. $250. Actually, this one's more vague and I'm feeling more into like the dedicated challenges. So we're gonna get rid of the $250. Emergency prep seems fun, actually. Emergency prep seems fun. Dentist feels adulting. Bills, clearly adulting. Pantry stockpile, also fun for me. These categories might fall into different fun versus adulting for you, but for me, pantry stockpile and like emergency prep is fun stuff for me. So we have 4 fun, 3 adulting. New clothes, I'm not going to be extremely motivated by that one, to be honest. Medical feels adulting. Sports feels fun. Let's get rid of the roll the dice. Oh, definitely fun is planners. Happy birthday. This would be like birthday for myself, so that seems fun. We are going to do away with the penny challenge. $1 seems fun and adulting. We're gonna do away with the 50 envelope. So let's see what we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna do the $1 challenge, the washer and dryer, medical, bills, dentist, and emergency savings. Those all feel adulting. Now let's narrow down the fun categories. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to get rid of a couple of them. Yearly memberships. Let's go ahead and keep that one. Let's get rid of birthday because I will prioritize my boy's birthday. This was going to be more for like my birthday, which honestly probably won't be that motivating for me to stuff. Sports for my kid. Yeah, we'll keep. Emergency. Let's also get rid of haircuts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fun categories and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 adulting categories. So we have our 12 categories. Now let's start putting them in this binder. So you might be thinking, okay girl, but like $1 a week is not going to get you far. And yes, that is somewhat true. However, these are categories that if I don't put them in my budget now, I mean, if I'm $50 or let's say we are able to put a couple dollars in, or some weeks we're able to even put $5 in. Let's say we have an extra $50 to $100 for each of these categories for next year. If we start next year having done away with a lot of our debt and $100 for each of these categories, that would be amazing, right? Like it's a jump start. It's better than if I didn't prioritize it, because if I didn't prioritize it, I'd be starting with 0, right? So I think this can be a really fun way to motivate yourself. Also, the hope is that as we pay off debt and work on increasing our income, if we have more than $1 or $5 to put towards this, that would be great too. And for you guys, you might get a bonus from work. You might get tax refund money. Or have you guys already gotten tax refund money? How is that going? But just that little bit of money you might get here or there. You might get birthday money. Doing savings challenges like this, even if you think, oh, I only have $1 per week, you'll be surprised when money starts really adding up. So let's go ahead and put our money into all of these binders. Like I said earlier, these are binders you're gonna see from me moving forward. So typically we will color these categories in. We are gonna skip that this time. I did have my highlighters ready because I was hopeful. However, because I think this video is gonna get a bit lengthy if we sit here and color after my long chatty intro that we just had, it's gonna be too long, right? But typically we will get to color in our different binders. So we're gonna put $1 in the $1 challenge. And really for all these, we're just gonna go through. Washer and dryer gets $1. I found these last couple of months, because I put a huge emphasis on stepping away from cash budgeting and just tracking, getting back to the basics. I think step number 1, always with your budget, is track your expenses. You can track them on a sheet of paper. You can buy a fancy planner if that's what you really wanna do. I just track them in my regular everyday planner that I carry around. But absolutely step number 1 to me is track your expenses. And it's something that I've moved further and further away from, especially as I moved here to a higher cost of living area. I stopped tracking because I was like, I know I can't afford any of this, but we're just gonna keep plugging along and hope it works itself out. Well, guess what? It did not work itself out. I am now in debt. But I knew that I needed to be tracking more, and really that was step 1 to getting my budget on track. I spent the last couple of months tracking, and so I know realistically I do not have a bunch of extra money to put into all kinds of binders. I am also currently paying everything as it happens. I used to cash stuff into like a 1 month ahead, and we'd be ready for the month previous, we'd be ready for the month coming. So like say all of June, we would be cash stuffing a month ahead for July. So July 1st, I was ready to go to pay all of my bills, and there was no stress of like things are coming out as they happen. Things are now, I'm paying for things as they happen at this point. So I'm not even cash stuffing those things at this point. So if you are looking for a channel that is truly like, where do I start? I am poor and I'm at the beginning of this journey. I am presently, yes, this channel is like 3 years old. Yes, I've been doing this for a while, but I'm currently on like step 1 of getting it together. And I'll tell you, step 1, track your expenses. And if you want to start getting motivated with a cash budgeting system, start minimal. Start with maybe different categories that you can just stuff a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like small wins, but I'm not presently at a point where I can stuff a bunch of binders and put, you know, $50 here, $20 here or whatever. So if you are in the same spot as me, I get it. You're doing great. I'm doing great. It is a season of life. It's not forever, y'all. So that is my if I am broke, where do I start kind of binder. This is what I'm doing and what I will continue stuffing for a while. Now I do have a few more dollars here to put into debt payoff because this is something I need to keep working on and keep prioritizing. We are on like, what is it, the 9th or the 10th? So I'm a little bit behind on this binder, but that's okay. I have some hope that we will catch up. Let's see, I stuffed in the 3. We have colored in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots now. So I'm not too far behind. I'm also skipping around because I had a little bit more, you know, like higher numbers I could stuff. So I went ahead and did that. So that's pretty good. All right, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, found it informative or helpful in some way. If you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe. We would love to have you as a part of this channel. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I am working on the website a lot right now, y'all. So if you happen to be catching this and you keep up with me in all of the places, keep an eye on the website as I move physical item listings over to the website. Also, before we leave, I want to mention really quick, if you are not yet a member over on my website, please go join if you're at all interested in any of my products. It is a digital membership, and for $5 per month, you get an email from me every 1st and 15th of the month with new designs and new things that I've created. So for example, if you were subscribed during the month that I created this debt payoff binder, those subscribers got the PDF if they wanted to print and cut this themselves. They also got the cut files for Cricut and Silhouette if they have machines so they can print it, they can cut it, and create it just like I create it, right? So that is something I'm working on growing. If you are at all interested in supporting this channel or getting my designs for cheap, please consider subscribing over there. It's not like once you join, you get like a backlog of stuff. It's like active members get the new things, like the newest things I've created, sent to their emails every 1st and the 15th. So that is something I would like to start sharing more with you guys and grow and really improve. Just like I'm working on the website, I'm really working on that membership this month too. So if you want to go ahead and join and be one of the first members, please go ahead and do that. We currently have a community of about 100, and my goal is to get that community to about 250, and at some point somewhat soon we will start having lives. I will start having support videos go out so that if you have any questions about how to properly print or cut or navigate your files, I will have videos to help you do all of that. So if you want to get in while the community is still young, please go ahead and do that. But if you cannot right now, please do not feel bad. I completely understand. We are all in a season of stretching our budgets, right? That is it for this video. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.